what's incredible about the fiberglass is that it offers you tremendous strength and gives us the opportunity to make really big windows. For example, this one's a 42 by 84 fixed picture window.
So here I am, 6 foot tall, and look how much glass we still have above me. That is a big window.
But we can go out to 6 feet wide and 9 feet tall.
Is that right?
With this low profile. So we're getting tremendous amount of glass, very low profile frame. So it's extremely popular because of that.
What is that dimension roughly, John?
1.5 inches.
1.5 inches, okay.
Yeah.
So 1.5 inches, giant window, that's really gonna disappear. And we're showing these in black, but that's not our only option, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, so that's the great thing about fiberglass. We can do any custom color you want. We have 8 standard colors. We can do 2-tone. So we've got a lot of flexibility when it comes to the paint and the color selection.
Could I paint this later too, in 10 years, if I decide black's out? Could I do something else on that window?
Absolutely, yep. You just gotta follow typical practices for preparing the substrate, and you can repaint them.
Okay, so fixed, low profile. What's next on our list? Let's keep walking down here, guys.
So this is our casement window. This one is our 42 by 84. So we are able to build a really large casement window. And one of the key things that we should point out is we have a design pressure rating of 80. So we have just a massively strong window.
Holy cow.
And so that's where we can kind of show you from an operational standpoint. The reason why we can do that is because of the fiberglass. But the rating on the window comes from a hurricane rated lock bar.
Yeah, you know, I just noticed this, and I don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick it up, but let me walk in so you can see me like I'm on inside of the building. When Mitch, you operated this lever, you actually operated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 latch points. Is that right?
Yeah, on this window it would be 5 technically, because a couple of them are used to actually grab the lock itself.
Oh, okay.
And they're symmetrical. But yeah, a lot of casement windows, they don't actually space out their strikers or increase their strikers. So you can have a really tall casement window with only maybe 2 lock points or 3.
Okay.
Very rarely will you get 5 lock points.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Which means I suspect you guys not only make efficient windows, and we'll get into this in a minute, but probably some really airtight models as well.
Right, right.
And is that a reason why you guys don't do single hung or double hung windows?
Yeah, we've stayed disciplined to the fact that we want to provide the marketplace with the highest performing window from a strength standpoint, energy efficiency standpoint, and aesthetical standpoint. So we get asked all the time, why aren't you making hung windows? Why aren't you making sliders? And it's because it doesn't fit what we're trying to bring to the market.
When I built my house a couple years ago, I don't have interlux in it, but I did these 2 styles of window. I didn't know you back then, unfortunately, John, but I did nothing but fixed encasements. And I've always known for years that typically single hungs and double hungs are going to be more leaky from an air standpoint than a fixed and a double hung. And you know, there's no air leakage test for a fixed window because there is no air leakage, right? It is 100% air leaky.
Yeah.
It's only this operable that might leak on us.
Right.
So if we can reduce the amount of operable windows, we're going to reduce the amount of air leakage. And the other thing I want to mention too is, and correct me if I'm wrong, John, if these 2 windows were the same size, that low profile fixed and this casement, because you got to spend money on this expensive hardware, is a more expensive window to the consumer, right?
Correct.
So you can save money by only doing operables like I did in egress locations. So every bedroom has an operable egress casement, but then everywhere else I did fixed windows.
Yeah, I think there's a perspective that people have in the beginning, you know, especially the homeowner is going to live in the home, that I have to have all these windows or a lot of them in a, you know, operable position.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, if you think about it, you're not opening that many windows very often. And so you want to be a little bit more specific about where you think you want to be able to do that.
Yeah, and if you had an operable like this too, like you get a ton of airflow through this when this window's open. This is not a small window. Right. So if I had this one as operable and then 2 fixed of the same size, I don't need all 3 of those to be operable.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so we talked windows, and we got a giant big boy over here. What is this?
This is for sure the big boy. So this is our sliding patio door, obviously 2-panel. And so we're making everything from 2-panel, 3-panel to 4-panel, and we can make them up to 10 feet tall and 18 feet wide.
Oh my gosh.
One of the massive benefits of this patio door and how easy it operates is this roller that we use. We buy it from Australia, and it has capacity of 480 pounds per roller, and
Dang.
each of your active has 2 of those rollers in it. So it cycles over the lifetime of the patio door.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
Now, can I get those higher DP ratings in this sliding door, like you mentioned on the casements?
Patio doors are going to typically be lower than like a casement. That's an extremely robust, strong locking mechanism. But yeah, the DP ratings on our patio doors go up to DP 50s and 60s.
Okay.
Which is still very, very high.
Still really
For
high.
a patio door, that's really high.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.